Well, thank you all for coming. We're really excited to be here. Our project is, as Barbara just said, safe space and knowledge discovery. And social media in the parks. And our group is comprised of myself, Claire Valdivia, and Tony Pellicone from the iSchool, and Zach Neigh from the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences, and Mandy Lowman from the College of Education. And our faculty advisor is back there taking pictures, Subramaniam, also from the iSchool. We're thrilled to be partnering with the National Park Service today, and through this partnership, we've taken the first steps in creating an online community for the junior rangers of the National Park Service, particularly those aged 9 to 12. And we're going to be referring to that age group here on out as tweens. So the National Park Service currently provides in-person and online avenues for tween engagement in the parks. The Junior Ranger program is a badge earning system where kids can complete booklets of activities when they physically visit the parks, and then they get badges from that. And that's across the country. So then MPS has also created an individual activity center called Web Rangers, where kids can earn virtual badges online. And although Web Rangers is not designed for community interaction, kids are trying really hard to reach out to each other and the Junior Ranger community. So many kids, like Kate, as you can see here, are trying to make interpersonal connections with the Junior Ranger community. This study aims to take the next steps in transforming Junior Rangers from an individual badge earning program to a vibrant and connected learning community for tweens. So in order to let tweens, parents, and the existing park content shape our recommendations, we structured our study around 2 focus group sessions. The first portion of our study took place in Kenilworth Park and Aquatic Gardens, which is a national park in Washington, D.C. And so families participated in a scavenger hunt, where that was modeled after the Junior Ranger activities for the park. So you'll see in the pictures in the following slides are from all these focus group activities. And then these activities fueled subsequent discussion and design activities for social media virtual space. So during our second meeting with the families, tweens took part in focused design activities inspired by ideas from the first focus group session and then the parents helped to refine sections of our guidebook that we had drafted at that point. We designed our research and recommendations based on the needs of the National Park Service, as well as critical gaps in research that we observed. So first, as you can see here, there are privacy and safety concerns that have prevented the National Park Service and other learning institutions from creating an interactive online environment for tweens. The Children's Online Privacy and Protection Act, also known as COPPA, is intended to protect children online, but has also resulted in kids having limited exposure to social media, and sometimes can also cause them to lie about their age in order to skirt those age verification measures on social media sites. So in our research, we found solutions where learning institutions can still adhere to COPPA and create a safe and online community of learners. Our study also focuses on how an online community can promote info transfer by virtually facilitating conversations between junior rangers and park professionals. So when we brought the kids to the site and their parents to participate in the scavenger hunt, kids had to work together with their peers to find lotus pods and to catch fish in the water, but they also had to turn to the park rangers to find some of the information on the scavenger hunt. So in order to find out the difference between a reconstructed and a historic wetland, they had to ask the ranger what that looked like, also to find out what a beaver marking was and how they could take a picture of that for the scavenger hunt. So then in the design session following the scavenger hunt, tweens actually suggested that there be a feature on the site where kids can ask rangers questions. An online community with social media capabilities also allows the junior ranger audience to expand beyond kids who just physically visit the park sites. By creating a junior ranger environment that's easy to join regardless of socioeconomic status or proximity proximity to the parks, and online community promotes info equity for tweens from diverse backgrounds. Finally, our entire project is focused on creating a rich and dynamic learning environment for a junior ranger community that promotes info literacy by creating opportunities to acquire new media literacies. Through a virtual space, we leverage the strength of the national parks to provide science-infused opportunities for engagement in STEM topics. Our recommendations aim to create a virtual space where tweens can be introduced to the national parks, or they can continue what they've experienced and what their peers have experienced in their visits to national park sites. Our approach places an emphasis on building a community driven by personal interest in science and social interaction while gaining invaluable knowledge and experience about being safe online. We found that tweens were frustrated with not being allowed on social media sites due to their age, and they expressed that sometimes it was necessary to create fake parent emails in order to access these sites. It's what they had to do. But still, the tweens were receptive of parent involvement. They said it was okay for their parents to be involved in a social media site in some way. And they described social media as a privilege. So they said, if kids break the rules, don't let them on the site. You can ban them. So overall, we found that tweens are aware of privacy concerns and safety concerns, but also feel that fun should hold the highest priority, and that the space should definitely give the kids the freedom to do what they want online. Parents, on the other hand, saw the learning potential in an online community and social media, but remained concerned about their kids knowing how to act appropriately online, and that they knew what the actual threats to safety were. Parents employed different strategies, from not allowing their kids on social media at all to reading through all their emails and search history, to actually joining the communities and gaming with their kids on Minecraft, or friending their kids on Facebook. And so we found that all parents were concerned and hesitant about their kids using social media, but their actions involving social media seemed to differ based on how comfortable they were with different tools and their own experiences.
The combination of excitement and anxiety for social networking expressed by our participants shaped the recommendations we made for the parks into 3 categories. The first is engagement. How do we get tweens on our site and keep them coming back? The second is cyber safety. How do we keep tweens safe online and instill values that will keep them safe going forward? And the third is the future of virtual learning. How does participation in a network foster new media literacy and science literacy skills? Through our co-design activities, our participants found 3 major features that they would like in a social networking site. A social networking feed to see what's new with their friends, to learn about dynamic park content, and to share what they've learned on the site. A scrapbook, a media sharing platform that combines real-life photos with accomplishments on the site, and gaming, building, interacting, exploring like they would in Minecraft. In terms of cyber safety, the issues raised by our participants led us towards the privacy management metaphor of circles, modeled after Google+ circles. With circles, there would be 3 layers of privacy that would help to separate different relationships within the site. The first would be the inner circle. This would be real-life friends and trusted online contacts, and would be the only layer allowing the sharing of photos or personal information. The second would be interest groups. This would be composed of online contacts who share interests and would allow for limited, moderated communication, but no sharing of personal information. The third would be the public circle, which would be any public or any visible thing to any visitor to the site. Would include things like comments on park material, but would have no identifying information outside of a screen name. Circles would allow tweens to have the freedom to interact and have fun, while still giving parents control over how personal information was disseminated. This privacy management system would be predicated on building an empowered community. This means having a combination between having moderation balanced against automatic moderation, and giving the community the ability to set standards and then flag content which breaks those standards. Part of building this community is active parent participation. We'd foster this through a customizable parent digest. This would make it easy to keep track of what kids are doing online while adjusting content and frequency of updates for different levels of parent participation. In terms of engagement, our tweens provide 2 ways to maintain their interest: dynamic content and connected media. Dynamic content means having a steady stream of updates from not only their friends, but also from the parks themselves, with updates on upcoming events, live webcasts and webcams, and park profiles generated from user-contributed content. Connected media means that all site interactions should be tied together. For example, if you earn an achievement in a game, then you should be able to proudly display this in your scrapbook and share it in your social feed. Our participants also expressed a desire to personalize all aspects of their online presence, building an avatar, customizing page layouts, and designing their profile. They wanted to earn badges and have these badges change the way that their avatar appeared online. Both these aspects relate to reputation and identity. Users should be able to show off what they've done on the site in the Junior Rangers program and say to others, I'm a science learner, I'm an expert gamer, I'm a talented photographer, or a community leader. To tie this all together, our handbook provides steps forward for the parks in 3 areas: promoting safe and positive online culture, creating new avenues for science learning, and bringing together the Junior Ranger community. The Junior Ranger community is eager to come together to learn, connect, and play with other people their age. They want a place where they can be themselves, a safe space to experience what network culture has to offer, much in the same way that parks provide a safe place to experience nature, and we're excited to begin building that space. Our next steps include dissemination at conferences, academic publishing, and online through the National Parks site and Twitter, or in social media, and also securing additional funding, possibly through Google Research Awards and the National Park Foundation. Thank you very much.